Hello, and welcome to this video tutorial for Automation Compass. Have you ever wished to see the impact of your process improvement initiatives before implementing them? The simulation feature in Automation Compass can help you visualize the effects of changes to your processes. By using simulation, you can reduce the risk of unexpected outcomes, save time and resources, and improve decision making. First, let's select the process that we want to simulate, which should already exist in your process framework in Automation Compass. Once you've selected the process, click on the possible action to perform with this process and select Run Simulation. The simulation has advanced and simple options for each of the steps. We'll be reviewing the simple version for this video. The first step is to give a name to your simulation and provide a description. Next, set up your scenario by selecting the activities you wanted to analyze and report on in the simulation results. When selecting activities to report on, you may want to include all activities in the simulation to visualize the impact on the entire process. However, there may be certain activities that you are not interested in visualizing or analyzing in the report. To exclude a specific activity from the report, click on the list of activities to deselect it. The deselect activity will not be included in the simulation results. Alternatively, you can toggle the option above the activity list to deselect activities by clicking directly on the activity on the diagram. This allows you to easily identify the activity you want to exclude and remove it from the list of activities to be reported on. Once you've selected the activities that you want to visualize, you can complete the information for those activities. Activate the option to edit from the diagram by toggling the diagram visualization again and then clicking on the activity that you want to edit. Alternatively, you can click on the Edit button in the table to open the same details. If your process comes from BlueWorks Live, all the metadata created there will be automatically imported into the simulation tool for your current scenario. If you import your process from other sources, you can manually update the work time, wait time, and cost to execute each step. You can also update the future scenario for each activity, which will generate savings and benefits when you run the simulation. Additionally, decision gateways allow you to capture the probability of each possible path your process may take. You can adjust these probabilities by typing in the exact value or using the slider. After creating your scenarios, you need to assign the people who will work in the process. This involves creating a work schedule. To do this, click on Edit to modify the default schedule. First, select the working months for your resources and add any leave for vacations, holidays, or programmed leaves. Then, add the schedule for each worker's week. You can split the slot into two if you want to consider that they don't work during lunch or break time. Finally, select which days of the week they will work and save your changes. The second part of this step is to assign who works under a schedule and who doesn't. For example, if your process involves receiving orders 24/7 through a website, those participants, the clients, won't follow a specific schedule. You can untoggle the option for work under schedule for those participants. However, if you have account executives who work on a specific schedule, ensure that the work under the schedule option is active. You can also add the hourly cost for each person and whether multiple team members can work on the same task. The simulation options help shape the reality of your process in the tool. The start time refers to the specific point in time at which the simulation begins. You can select it from the calendar or the quick access buttons next to the calendar. The number of instances indicates the individual occurrences during the timeframe for evaluation or iterations of that process. The start duration refers to the length of time that the simulation is being run for. It is the period of time that the simulation will cover and during which the simulated events will take place. Once you're done setting up your simulation, click Next to review your simulation settings. Here you can visualize if everything is good, or if you need to adjust something. Now, let's run the simulation. During the simulation, you can monitor how the queues are building up in each step and keep track of the number of instances that have started, completed, and remaining. Once the simulation is done, we can analyze the results. In the heat map section, you can see how much time you save on average in completing the critical path of your process. This is shown in hours and is called the average elapsed time savings. The daily savings show how much cost is saved per day by implementing a process change, while the year benefit shows the total savings on a yearly basis based on the daily savings. The comparative heat map provides a visual representation of the different process scenarios. It uses colors to help identify which activities have the lowest and highest count, cycle time, work time, wait time, and cost. The table displays the average data for each scenario, such as the time it takes to complete a cycle, elapsed time, and cost. Further information about each activity is available in tables to compare scenarios activity by activity. Additionally, you have the option to visualize the trends, teams, cost, and queue behaviors on the tabs on top of the results to analyze deeper the process behavior and impact of the different scenarios. The next step of your simulation is to create an opportunity based on what the results show. Click on Actions and create an opportunity. You can also calculate the ROI by clicking on Calculate ROI. In addition, you can export the simulation data for import into Process Mining by clicking on Export Data, which will download an Excel file you can use. If you're not satisfied with the simulation results or want to try new scenarios, you can easily return to the simulation settings. This allows you to adjust the simulation parameters and run it again for a more thorough analysis. With these tools, you can optimize your processes and save time and resources for your organization. If you would like to learn how to use the advanced simulation settings, please contact us by going to the Salient Process website or by scanning the QR code at the end of this video. Thanks for watching.